Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Crackdown on the Amiga, albeit running on my A500 Mini, released by US Gold in 1991, and obviously based on the Sega arcade machine of the same name, released by Sega in 1989, which I believe was a System 32 game. So I'm continuing my gameplay of as many Sega arcade ports as I can on the Amiga, because if you were a Sega fanboy back in the day and you had Amiga, this was the only way you could get to play Sega's arcade games, while most of your mates probably had Mega Drives, and let's be honest, you were probably a little bit jealous. Anyway, this is an interesting game. I had it on the Mega Drive back in the day, a Japanese copy, and I have a Japanese copy these days, and the box art is absolutely superb. Basically, it's kind of a cross between Espionage and Gauntlet, because it's a top-down maze game that's one or two simultaneous player, and you're out to stop an evil mad scientist called Dr. X. I'm not sure. I think it's got a slightly different story in Japan. I've got a gameplay of it on the Mega Drive versus the arcade game, and it was a pretty popular arcade game. Obviously, US Gold. Is it tier text? I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm assuming such. So I don't know. hold on to your nuts, because if it is, it's either gonna be fucking awful or slightly less than fucking awful. Anyway, US Gold also released it on the Atari ST, the Amstrad ZX Spectrum, and the Commodore 64. I should probably get around to doing a gameplay of it on the ZX Spectrum, because I'm curious how it would work. I would think it would work quite well. Anyway, you have to navigate a maze and plant explosives at basically where X marks the spot. I do really like the music. Also, I like the fact that they nicked the intro from the 18. Excuse me, nicking the intro from the 18 gives me a gacky throw. Anyway, so basically you have to go for this maze, plant bombs. Once you hit all the bombs, then you can make it to the end of the maze and progress to the next one. It's split into two screens at the bottom. This was in the arcade. In the arcade it had an absolutely huge monitor, because the point was your guys, and this is paramount, your guys were tiny, so you could see a large chunk of the screen at any one time, and at the top of the screen there was a massive map. The Mega Drive nails it. So anyway, let's get into it. It's a simplified version of the intro for the arcade and both the Mega Drive, but it's not, you know, it's not complete and it's not as accurate as the Mega Drive. Anyway, top middle of the screen you can see a map that's a little bit confusing and it's clear on other versions. Underneath that is the time, so I should shut up talking, but I'm going to talk anyway. Top left Ben, that's who I am. Those crosses are health. Underneath that you have cannon, which is your default, which it shouldn't be because it's that. Then you change it. How do you change it? I think it just changes when you run out. There you go, look. Which I'm sure, because there's an option, it's a hack ROM to change it to the CD32 pad, so I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong there. But anyway, you can pick up ammunition stuff along the way. You have a super bomb, which is, check out the music, it's like a western. But anyway, so yeah, and you have a super bomb, and then if you press up, scrolling is awful, then you stick to the walls, giving you some sort of duck and cover ability, or cover ability, because I'm not ducking. Anyway, to the right is where the second player, Andy, would be playing, and yeah, so obviously it's a lot more fun, and that scrolling is jank. More interesting in two players. Right, you can see a big red thing up and above, if you look at the map, above and below my characters show where I am. And the map is too small. But look, ammunition. Now, here's the thing. I think you've all worked out what the problem here is. Right, yeah, the hitboxes on the bad guys, that's not the problem. That's a problem, but not the problem. is all kinds of tits. As you can see, I couldn't shoot them then, but you can. Try not to throw up from the way the screen goes. Apologies about that, but it's affected me just as much as you. So get against the wall to avoid their bullets. But the problem here is, why is it so zoomed in and cropped on the individual? It makes exploring quite difficult. It also makes dealing with the enemy quite difficult because they literally, I mean, I know you've got a map showing where they are, bollocks, but the map is not the best depiction of the map. You see what I mean? Look up the Mega Drive version, but can't fire against the wall. Yeah, so it means you literally walk along, shit, enemy, hurry up, bomb. There you go, you get that nice little cutscene. Don't go tits mental with your ammunition, because you will run out. If you're getting really close, this is what I mean, like literally, they're off the screen, they're off the screen, they're on the screen. That coupled with the fact that I'm not quite lined up with him correctly, I can't kill him, but he can kill me, is, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. See, now I'm looking at the screen at the top, which isn't helping. Right, I shot him or I kicked him? I don't know. The scrolling is awful, it's too zoomed in. What the fuck is going on there? Look, time up. Well, I'm dead anyway, but I can't see the bloke that I want to shoot. Yes, I want to continue. There we go. So, anyway, they've really missed the key point of the arcade machine. It doesn't look terrible if you take out the bad scrolling. I mean, the sprites kind of look like the arcade machine. Boink! But the problem is, see what I mean about that? Kicked him. No. Then I did. The hitbox. They're this awkward. Look, then he turned and faced me. And... whew, yeah, that's your friend. It is just... who... I'm guessing, again, it was a rushed port, a short time limit, something like that. But did these people actually play... I mean, to be fair, this was quite often the case. Did they even play the arcade? Or did they just have, like, information and pictures of it? Turn around. Because the whole point is, it's equal, allowing you to see a lot of the screen. This completely misses that. And so therefore, oh, see what I mean about lining yourself up with them? It just, fuck. It's just a bad port. Because you had one job, one fucking job, and you ruined it. But like, maybe you thought we're making more detail. Do you know what I didn't like about the arcade? Said the person who ported this. Everything was so small. That was the fucking point. I'm guessing this is tier text. I don't know. But yeah, so like literally, you're walking into a bad guy, 2.5 foot in front of you, but you can't see him because of how large it is and therefore how little you see on the screen. Boink! Oh, and that fucking hitbox. Right. Where's the last? I don't even know if I got... No, I've already hit that one. I'm just going to try and leave. But again, it also makes reading the map difficult. Where's the last bomb? It's got to be near the start. But I was quite a fan of at least the Mega Drive port, and this is just a game that never had such stellar, stunning graphics in the arcade. They were alright. They were alright. But yeah, you could have done this very very easily, and instead I'm running around them. You fucked it up by zooming in too much. It's more fun with two people. How much more fun it would be with two people playing it on the Amiga, I don't honestly know. But the scrolling is janky. Sound effects and the music are alright. But see what I mean about lining yourself up? Oh, the music's well funky. Obviously. Look, so what do I do here? That, I forgot I had that. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. I didn't give you permission to call me by my first name game. Yes. I should stop jumping ahead of myself quite so much. Because the scrolling was bad on stage 1, but now it's just gone to fucking tits. I don't know what reviews this got. It can't have got good reviews. It didn't deserve good reviews. Like I said, I don't want to be harsh on this, but I beat this on the Mega Drive. I sank loads of time into this. So did me and my brothers. Because, like I said, it's great fun as a 2-player game. But this is just a fucking bad port. And I'm not saying that to cover my inability to play it, because honestly, the hit detection... See, he wasn't even on the screen, so I didn't even know he was going to shoot at me. But the hit detection is just bollocks. So, and again, I'm completely surrounded, but I didn't know I was going to be surrounded because the way that, how cropped and zoomed in it is and how quickly they come out of nothing. I can't even see the crosses on the top of the screen. I'm just trying to, you know, softly catchy monkey, slowly move forward. And then, you know, do it. At least you start from where you die, otherwise I would be really fucking screaming. But yeah, do it in small chunks, you know, exploring the map. So basically, just by logic, can't see that when you flash hurry up in the middle of the fucking screen. Oh! Yeah, to basically just move from left to right slowly and cover every part of the map to find the crosses, because look, they're too small. Trust me, you're thinking, but the map is supposed to be small. Not like that. You can play the Mega Drive version and you will see what I mean. The music's accurate on the title screen. Anyway, what else have I got? I've still got to do eSWAT. Oh. And I'm still trying to get Shinobi to run at the correct speed, but Shinobi is an awful port. Shadow Dancer's a fantastic port. Yeah, kicked him in the nuts! Actually, I take it back, the scrolling's bad on stage 1 as well. But what? I know I'm... Fail. Whoever you are who made this. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Fuck off. Stop ruining Sega arcade games I like. Bollocks! Use your vulnerability to just quickly do the task you won't need. Like plant the bomb. See, there's a little Clint Eastwood tune going on now. Play the Mega Drive version. If you're thinking, looking at this and thinking, no, I cannot see how there is a good version of this game. Play the Mega Drive version and you will see what I mean. I have to play the Spectrum version though now because I need to know. Curious minds need to know. I stole that line from Lost Boys. No, inquiring minds, sorry. No, I didn't steal the line then, I went there for a retard. It happens. Fuck! It's so juddery that you're not prepared and you can't see the bullets. Also, there we go, thank you for letting me know that I can... Hey, is it dependent upon where I leave the level, where I start on the next stage? I'm really going to throw up in a moment. This whole series of gameplays that I've been doing show that so many of these ports on the Amiga, looking at you tier text, there was no reason for them to be this shizen. Forgot about that, because I'm not saying it would have like Mega Drive the Mega Drive. Look, here's what I mean. He's there, but scrolling. Yeah. Clearly, the Mega Drive was more capable of doing better arcade ports and closer arcade ports because, you know, Mega Drive was based on the System 16, you know, board at least. But there was no reason for the majority of them to be this pants. And, you know, if you're a Sega fanboy and this was the only way you could play these games, I feel sorry for you. In fact, I would have said back in the day, you would probably, if you wanted to play Sega games, Sega ports, see, I flashed invulnerable. Did I even die? You'd have been better off buying a Master System. Seriously. Better Thunderblade, better Space Harrier, better Afterburner. This wasn't on it. See, when you got two people there, like, what am I supposed to do? I can't even sneak by them. sticking to the bloody walls. Oh, again, fuck it. My nuke bomb doesn't even give me invulnerability. I kicked him! I kicked you! Did anyone even see an X? Wait, what? Did I beat it? Oh wait, there's more. I forgot about that. Actually, there is more. You die. That's on me. But again, now because it's so zoomed in, you got so little space. This scrolling is making my soul hurt. That's pretty bad scrolling. Oh. If you had this back in the day and you loved Crackdown in the arcades, I'd love to know what you think. Be honest, you thought it was shit, didn't you? Like, where am I fucking... Oh, thought that was a hole. Oh, this is bad. Disappointingly bad. I no longer care if Ben lives or dies. No offense, Ben. It's not your fault. Holy shit! Apparently when you get burnt, you go brown. Brown grey. Look, I'm surrounded by massive cheese. There's worse ways to die. See then? Like... I'm wasting ammunition because I'm walking into the unknown. Oh, you fail. You fail at this so badly, whoever made it. It's a very Shinobi-esque music track thing going on there. Crackdown on the Amiga. Bad port. That's all there is to it. And as I said, it's a shame because there was no reason for it to be a bad port. The Amiga could have done this game. Check out it on the Mega Drive if you want to see, if you've never seen this game before. That it is a good, fun game if done properly. Anyways, also, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day. Is this an ST port? I don't know. I don't even want to look it up. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think on any of the versions, you know, like especially the Spectrum and the Commodore. And thank you. I'm going to have to play the Spectrum now. Thank you. Have I played it? I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.